off, I think, how'd you get the alumni to talk to you? And how did you find out about the job?
The easiest ways to start with is to check people's profile on LinkedIn and see what their current position and what's their employer, and see if there is any job opening in that company that you are looking for. Send a LinkedIn notes to them to see if they kind of get a chance to talk with you for 10 or 20 minutes and get to know more about how they feel about the industry, how they feel about the company.
I always think there's an art to asking for the referral, right? If you ask for that referral immediately, sometimes you'll turn people off. When did you all ask for the referral? When did you have that comfort level to say, hey, would you mind referring me?
Yeah, that is an art, definitely. I think first it's actually depending on first the person. If the person is open to talk to you, they already willing to share their experience with you. But secondly, the reason why some people will reject your asking is because maybe they don't have the opening. But if you actually realize that they have the opening and then they are nice to you and they are talking a lot of experience. So the things to make people feel good is about talking about themselves. So if you can make them feel good and then you can see you get those atmosphere going, make him or her knows that you are actually capable of what you are talking about, and then they can trust you. So at that moment, even just like Mark, you said to us before, you actually don't need to ask. If the people have the job or the people, and also the people talk to you, normally they will say, why don't you just come and work for my team? If he's the right person. If he's not talking like that, maybe he's not the right person or he don't have any opening, but he will always keep an eyes for you if you actually like give him a good impressions, and then you need to follow up later saying that, oh, I see the opening.
Our panelists today, if I were to say one thing they have in common, they all know all of us in the Western Career Center. They know our stories. You all were incredible at demonstrating EQ. You're all smart, IQ, but EQ, getting people to share their story with you, you build a connection. And that's exactly what you just said, Lily. You said, if they share their story with you, they like to talk about themselves. That is really important. So thank you for bringing that up.
I actually started job hunting process in Dell since very beginning. I think the most important way for me, first of all, to network with people who was in Dell supply chain previously. And another way for me is actually to network through the virtual information session. So I actually participated in a virtual meeting session with Dell, where they kind of share information with previous Dell supply chain development program alumni, and they were actually sharing their experiences with us, what the program is about and what kind of opportunities we're able to get in Dell. And that is a session that they were providing some information to us. And I remember that one important thing that I did, probably that later grant me the opportunity, was that I participated really actively. I asked a lot of questions, and I was the first one to ask questions. So the reason why I did that is because I think that would somehow leave them a good impression about me. And that is how I actually, after that information session, I immediately sent an email to the recruiting manager as well as the previous alumni in supply chain development program. They actually replied my email, and that is how we kind of connected with each other on LinkedIn. And I asked them a few questions about what the program is and dig a little bit more through the program itself and Dell as a company, as well as its culture and what kind of person it really wants to have as a team member. So I think that is something that's important, aside from directly LinkedIn or alumni, is that you are really grabbing every opportunity that the company provides during the information session. Another important, try to be the first one, or at least, if not the first one, at least the second or third one, and prepare some very good questions, because that will really help you stand out and to leave a better impression and to further facilitate this kind of networking.